Good morning, everyone. It is Sunday, and me and my beautiful daughter Eliza, we are on our way to go set sound up at our church for the church service this morning. So we're going to be doing that this morning, and then supposed to be grilling out this afternoon. So kind of looking forward to firing up the grill and having some good time today. So, watching the news last night, and it got posted all over social media and everything else about a shooting that happened yesterday in El Paso, Texas. And there was one week before at a festival in California. And they were young guys. And yes, I said they were males. I don't know what, I don't know their story. I don't know anything about these guys. I don't know if that had anything to do with any type of terrorist organization, if they were if they were part of any type of hate group, or anything like that. I don't.
What do you mean by hate group?
What I mean by hate group? Someone like, it'd be, like white supremacists, which is, they believe that, the Caucasian race, white people are, superior than others, and that no other race, and that all other races come second to white people. There's a group in the 60s and 70s called the Black Panthers. There's all sorts of hate groups. Basically, they don't believe that your fellow man has the same, man or woman. They don't believe that every race has the same right as they do, or that their religion is better than every other religion, and they have to take out that particular group. Hitler tried to do it in World War II by trying to eliminate the Jews. So, there's different types of groups that...
Back in the Bible times, they didn't like the Christians or something like that.
Something along those lines, yeah. So, I don't know their story. I don't know how they were raised. I don't know, I didn't know them at all. People ask, I do carry a firearm, and if people ask, why do you carry a gun when you go to Walmart? Why do you carry a gun when you go to work? Why do you carry a gun when you go to church? Why do you carry a gun for this? Why do you carry? It's simple. I'm going to protect myself and my family. Yes. Does Eliza know how to shoot? Yes, she does.
I've shot in a gun before.
Does Shane know how to shoot? Yes, he does. Does Kelly know how to shoot? Yes, she does. I teach my kids things like that, so they're not scared of it, but they know what it can do.
Of the noise, because the noise is really loud.
The noise is loud, yeah, but...
For some people, it gets really scary.
It does, but...
And especially whenever it's up close, it gets real loud.
Just like if you don't have ear protection on, like when you're at the gun range, it's even louder. And if you're in an enclosed area,
it's gonna echo.
But you kids know what a gun is used for.
It's not for killing.
It's for protection.
Yeah. It's not meant for killing.
And you have, there's all sorts of firearms out there, ranging from one that will fit into the palm of my hand to one that's as big as I am, and I'm about 6'1".
Is there really that big of a gun?
Yes.
Wow.
And there's guns as big as you, and that's like a rifle or something along those lines. So there's guns. Yeah, but bows aren't all that
protective because you can't take it everywhere.
It's a whole. Bows are a whole nother story.
Yeah.
So you just got to be able to. You want to protect yourself. You want to protect your family. Am I saying a gun is the best thing to use? Not necessarily. If you're afraid of guns, hey, I understand. If you're not for guns, hey, I understand. Okay? They're not for everyone. Alright? And you got lawmakers in Washington trying to sit there and say, well, we need stricter gun laws. We need stricter this. We need stricter that. We need to get rid of this. We need to get rid of that. Okay, I understand that. Okay? But here's the thing. This is also something else that people need to understand. Is that, alright, so let's say we get rid of guns, which takes away our Second Amendment right in the United States Constitution. So we take that away, okay. So meth is way illegal.
Yeah.
LSD, acid. There's so many different drugs that are illegal on the market today. But yet you can still go out and buy it. Really, lawmakers, you really think that outlawing guns is going to stop the problem? No. Do you think stricter gun laws is going to stop the problem? No. What's going to stop the problem is lawmakers understanding that the generation of kids today feel like they are entitled to anything and everything because people want to start doing they're teaching these kids, oh, it's okay, you didn't place in your sports bracket, here's a participation trophy, thank you for playing. No, if you don't win, you don't get a trophy. First, second, and third, they get a trophy.
Well, you don't get a ribbon. Sometimes for
or a ribbon. But you don't get one for being dead freaking last. No. These kids today need to learn about how hard it is growing up instead of being nice to them and treating them like they're your best freaking friend. Parents, grow up. Kids do not have rights. They have certain rights, yes. They don't have the rights that they think they do. They don't have the right to vote. They don't have the right to drive. They don't have... What they need to worry about is doing what they're being told by their parents, going to school, making good grades, and graduating, and then either going into college, joining the workforce, or joining the military. And I guarantee you this, if your kid joins the military and you coddled them, being nice and kind, and like, oh, it's okay, you made a mistake, it's all right. No, it's not going to happen like that in boot camp.
They're not going to survive very well.
They're going to get their butts handed to them in boot camp. They're gonna get pushed. They're gonna, yeah, no. The kids in this day and age are not entitled to anything. They're entitled to a roof over their head, clean clothes, and something to eat. Honestly, that's what a kid is entitled to.
Going to school.
What I'm saying is, though, Eliza, is that if you get in trouble, you're gonna get a spanking.
Yeah.
You'll get grounded.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, it's okay. You're not. Just don't do it again. No. That's what I mean. And here's the thing.
My mistakes.
And here's the thing. That, all right, if going to school, yes. That's not a privilege. That's not a right. That's something you need to do so you can get an education, so you can better yourself and become an adult that knows what's going on in the world today. Being an adult with your own conscience and with your own mind and with being able to look at something and be like, oh, okay. What I mean by rights is you don't go to school during the summer, do you?
No. Thank God for that.
But you get fed every day.
Mm-hmm.
You've got clean clothes.
Mm-hmm.
And you have a roof over your head.
Yep.
That's all you really need right now growing up.
Mm-hmm.
Until you get older.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I mean by rights and stuff like that. You don't have, you can sit there and say, oh, well, because you didn't do this, I'm going to do this. No, it's, I'm the parent. You're going to do what I ask you to, within reason, mind you. And I know there's some people out there going, well, you're just being too hard on your kids. No, I'm not being hard on my kids. I'm actually trying to teach my kids that it is better to understand, to be a person, to be a human. You have to have the basic decency, the basic knowledge to be able to look at someone and be like, okay, that person's struggling. I will try to help them as long as it doesn't impede, meaning hurt, what I'm trying to do in my life or impede my rights or my moral values. So, and then also on top of all of that, I want to teach my kids that, you know what, granted, in this day and age, there are some bad people out there. Everyone does deserve a second chance. We've all been given a second chance. It's like what I said yesterday in the video, is that, we were given a second chance when Jesus died on the cross for our sins. Everybody deserves a second chance. Now, does the Bible say an eye for an eye? Yes, it does. Does it mean that, oh, well, I killed, a murderer killed someone, should we give them a second chance? Here's my answer to that. If they have been proven that they have actually did that, they don't deserve a second chance. They deserve to have their life taken. If you don't like it, if you don't like those thoughts, if you don't like what I've said, don't watch the vlogs anymore. Go find someone that makes you happy. Find someone that's like, oh, well, I like this guy because he talks so nice. I like this guy because he makes me feel good. I told you when I started these, this isn't for you, this is for me. This is also for my kids so they can go back and watch some of the things I've said and some of the things I've talked about. So with that being said, I won't bid you guys adieu. You guys have a great day. Have a wonderful day. Be blessed. And remember, always be excellent to each other. Later, guys.